but we gotta see where those limiting beliefs are, and we gotta grow past them if we really truly wanna become our best selves. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning here, just waiting outside, about to go into my 7 a.m. class here shortly. We got a quiz in my clinical skills class, followed by another quiz in my muscle gait lab. I feel like I'm getting deja vu because literally that was my last Monday. But that's just how it goes, week after week after week, day by day. We attack each day as we go through this journey. Mondays are always a really busy day. I got a lot of classes. Like I said, I got these 2 quizzes today, a lot going on. Usually I go to my X-ray review session after my classes, but today I'm gonna skip that as I really wanna use that time to prepare for my clinical competency exam that is tomorrow. So that is the main thing this week. And so of course, if I pass this exam, that means that I'm officially going to be able to get in a clinic. Well, most likely, assuming I get through this quarter, right? But it's an important exam nonetheless. So congrats to the Chiefs, congrats to Andy Reid. Very well deserved. Really liked watching that game last night. It was a great game. Yeah, Monday, let's get after it. But so I wanna make a correction. The clinical comp exam that is tomorrow on Tuesday is not required for clinic. I had a few of my friends come up to me first thing whenever I came in this morning and like, Steve, your last post freaked me out. Because I made a post on my Instagram and I had mentioned that the exam it's a 120 question exam that's required to get in the clinic. And it is a 120 question exam, but it's not necessarily required for a clinic. However, it's a class that we just need to take, or we should be taking now to prepare us for boards. But nonetheless, it is a very important exam, and I definitely want to do well on it because it is going to be an exam that's going to prepare me very well for boards. So since it's such a beautiful night out tonight, I thought I would come out here and do some studying as I wind up my Monday here. And so I wanted to talk about what the clinical comp exam consists of. And so it consists of a lot of the same topics that are going to be on the Part 1 board exam, as this is more of a board review type of exam and type of class that we're taking. And so it consists of general anatomy, spinal anatomy, visceral physiology, neurophysiology, pathology, and biochemistry and microbiology. And so each section has 20 questions each, which consist of 120 questions total. So one thing that I think is important whenever you're taking this large of an exam is just to have trust and know that if you put the work in, the output is going to show for itself. So just try not to stress too much about it. I know a lot of people do get really nervous and stressed out about the exam. I mean, hey, even I feel a little bit too. But just to have more faith in your skills and your abilities and to know that you already put the work in, and so now the results will reap for themselves. And so this is a part of this message that I say, guys, consistency is king. That if you just continue to put in the consistent work, the results will always reflect the work that you put in. Good morning. It is 6:04 a.m. and I'm just reviewing for my comp exam. Got a little bit of general anatomy going on here. Got the exam at 11 o'clock today. And so what's nice too is that it's OSCE week, and so a lot of my classes are canceled for today and tomorrow. I'll be taking the OSCE practical quarter 9, so coming up in 2 quarters, coming soon. And then after this exam at 11, I also have an X-ray positioning lab midterm, which shouldn't be difficult at all because I already have a lot of experience in X-ray positioning. So, which is good, I can just focus on this comp exam. I like to do well. And then we'll take a quick little switch of pace and get ready for this X-ray positioning midterm. So I believe the comp exam goes from 11 to 1. I'm not sure how much time they're gonna give us for the exam, but hopefully I can take the exam within an hour. I should get done with it in like 40 minutes is my goal, so that way that'll give me enough time just to prepare for the X-ray positioning midterm, maybe grab some lunch too. And then that's it. I don't have any other classes today, so I can come back here and get ready for Gonstead Club. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Let's go attack it. So how did the test go? It actually went really well. Then my X-ray positioning midterm obviously went really well. And now we are getting ready to go into club. So I'm about to meet up with all the other leaders, and we are doing extremities tonight. Extremity night, it's one of my favorite nights of club. I love teaching extremities. I think adjusting extremities are really cool. So yeah, got my green juice. We got a little kombucha, just to give me a little energy boost before we get in here and teach. And it's gonna be a great night of club. Let's do it. The carpal bones, the most common misalignment is the lunate, okay? And so the lunate is actually the most common dislocated bone in the entire body, right? It's very, very common. Reason why, can anyone think of why? Falling down. Exactly, falling down, right? So for falling down, can anyone guess then what the most common misalignment is for a lunate? Posterior, exactly, right? Again, posterior. Cool. Now what's the first thing we do whenever we're looking at an extremity? Clear the spine. Clear the spine, cool. Always gotta do that. So does everyone get why that is? We want to clear the spine first too? Because everything, the kinetic chain, right? Everything's involved. So whenever we're looking at the lunate, anatomical position, the lunate is going to be more in the center of the wrist. It's the first row of the carpal bones. It's right about there, okay? And so first thing we want to do is just a visualization. You can go ahead, you can put the wrist in slight flexion. Now, usually if the lunate went posterior, you'll actually be able to visibly see a little bump there over the lunate. Okay, there might be a little bit of a swelling too in between the capsules as well. Okay, you'll also, you can do both sides, you can do it bilaterally as well, kind of compare both sides, right, move the bracelets that we can see. Typically also to be very tender, so as you go in your palpation, usually it's going to be pretty tender there. I can press and be like, oh yeah, it's really tender right there. You can also motion it, and so how we motion the lunate as well as any of the other carpal bones is going to be with a nice A to P glide, right? So you want to think of it kind of like you're pinching the carpals, right? Just kind of with your fingers underneath it, and you're doing a nice just A to P or P to A glide. And it's the same adjustment, very similar to the radius, right? So you want to make sure we're getting that good traction down. Same thing, we're not going to come in, whip it, right? We're not going to come up here because there's no tension. Right, to properly bring it into tension, and make sure we track it down and just straight P to A. So today is an interesting day for a lot of reasons. Number one, it is very windy out. Number two, there's all this construction going on. And the third thing, most relevant thing, is that I had no classes today, which is very interesting because usually my Wednesdays are filled with classes, but this week is the OSCE exams. And I've talked a little bit about what the OSCE exams are. I'll actually be taking it here in about 6 months in 9th quarter. But all of the classes today, either the professors were facilitating in the OSCE exams or the classrooms we were in were actually being used for part of the exams. So all of my classes got canceled today, which was huge for me as we're about to come into midterms. So I really got to use this time very wisely and study, get prepared for some of my exams coming up, and also just get some projects and things going on. I got the AMP conference coming up this weekend, so I've been getting a lot of things ready for that. And now it's like 2 o'clock. I got some free time on my hands, so I said, hey, we're gonna enjoy it. And now we are at the gym. Now, to be honest with you guys, I absolutely hate commercial gyms. However, this has been really affordable for me. It's been extremely convenient, and they also have a sauna. So the workout went really well. As you guys know, I love the sauna. I've talked about it a little bit before, and something that there's a lot of continued research coming out on the benefits of sauna. I think it should absolutely be something that you incorporate into your health regimen.
Prices have never been lower! Stop heat!
And our final call is the new practice member call, and this is going to be presented to us by our own Stephen Gage. All right, ring, ring, ring.
Hey, thanks for calling Big Chicken Chiropractic. This is Steven. How may I help you?
Hi, I just was wanting to know if I can come in and get that thing where you like crack or get, you know, that adjustment thing.
Oh, you'd like to set yourself an appointment?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, awesome. Yeah, we can definitely get that set up for you. All right, can I first just get your full name, please?
Yeah, my name is Mackenzie Caitlin Hoare.
Mackenzie Caitlin Hoare. Got it. Okay, great. And is the 304-123-1234 the best number to reach you at?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. All right, Mackenzie, we always like to ask who referred you in today.
That would be Brian.
Brian, well, Brian definitely, he's an amazing guy. He's been getting great results here in our office. All right, okay, great. I'll go ahead and get that appointment set up for you. Is it just for you, and how many other of your family members?
I'll bring, I guess I can bring my friend Alice.
Your friend Alice? Okay,
Yeah.
great. So I'll just make the appointment for the two of you then.
Okay.
Okay, great, perfect. All right, let's enter this in. Does the beginning of the week or the end of the week work better for you or Alice?
We're both more available at the beginning of the week.
At the beginning of the week? Okay, I'll see what I got available. So let's see, we got a Monday at 2 o'clock, or we got a Wednesday at 3:30. Do either of those times work for you?
Monday at 2 works better.
Monday at 2, great. All right, we'll get that scheduled in for you. All right, Monday at 2 o'clock. And do you know where our office is located at?
I don't think so.
Okay, great. So do you know where the Big Chicken is on Cobb Parkway?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. That's us. We are the Big Chicken. Okay, yeah.
Big Chicken Chiropractic.
Great, awesome, great. So you can go to our website as well, thebigchickenchiro.com, and you can just go ahead and download our forms that are there online as well. It'll save you a few minutes whenever you come to the office. Okay?
Okay, I will do that.
All right, perfect. We'll see you Monday at 2 o'clock.
Great, thank you.
Perfect.
So I just got out of club, about to head to Find It Night. I think my camera's about to die, so I'm just gonna go ahead and record and talk a little bit about it now. So what is Find It Night? So find it means to find the cause of the problem, right? This is practicing our analysis. A lot of times people think techniques or even the Gonstead system is about the adjusting part. It's how we adjust. It's the side posture, the cervical chair, the knee chest table, the nervoscope even, but it's so much more than that. A lot of the Gonstead technique, it's not just a philosophical concept, but it's actually a full detailed analysis. And ultimately the analysis is what actually makes this system work. And so a large part of the practice, sure, adjusting is learning important, but what's more important than just knowing how to fix the problem is how to find the problem. So we spend a lot more of our time actually on the analysis, on making sure we're finding the correct thing, because if we're not finding the correct thing, or if we haven't reached mastery in finding the correct thing, then fixing it's not gonna make a little bit damn of a difference now, is it? And so the way that I like to think about it is you can do your approach 10 times and 9 times you might get great results. But it's that 10th time where you don't get the results you expected that it takes a more detailed analysis, a more detailed approach to be able to find maybe perhaps what's really causing the cause of the problem, and then knowing how to give that specific correction that makes all the difference. And so for me, I want to build my practice on that 10th person where they've tried this doctor, they've tried that doctor, they've tried this therapy, this and that, and nothing's helped with them. And I want to be that person that actually finds it. And not just finds it, but then knows how to fix it. So that's why we do these Find It nights. It makes all the difference to give that detailed analysis and to really be the best doctor that you can possibly become. Got some little coffee in the corner, coffee corner, free coffee.
It's free. Marietta Coffee Company. Quality coffee. Free. For you. Only you.
Only you, especially for you.
Absolutely. Only the best.
Yo, so we just finished up with classes and everything for the day, but tonight I have a CPR class because we have to renew our CPR certifications while we go through clinic. So we got this class that goes from about 6 to about 10 o'clock tonight, and then that'll give us our CPR certification that we'll need for clinic. So I think class is actually about to start up now, so I'm gonna run over there. So we'll see you guys later tonight. Yo, it is slightly 10 p.m. Walking off campus right now. It's such an eerie feeling walking around campus this late, you know what I'm saying? But just finished up with the CPR class. I'm officially CPR certified. I had to renew my training. You have to get it renewed every 2 years. You know, CPR, it's one of those things that I hope I never have to use in my life, but if I ever need to, I'll thank God that I'm properly trained in it, you know what I'm saying? This is like one of the later nights that I've been on campus, you know? You know, it's cold, it's dark, it's windy, it's rainy, it's late. But this is what it's like in the trenches. And when you're in the trenches, you just gotta keep moving forward. Why? Because the light is at the end of the tunnel. Now, when you're finished with this program and you go on to be a doctor and you're gonna serve in your community and change lives on a daily basis, you're gonna be that light for so many people. So walk toward the light now so you can shine and spread your light to the masses. And the cool thing about that is once you know the path you're on, you actually really enjoy the trenches. You enjoy these nights. And that's what it's all about. So, reviewing my clinical diagnosis laboratory manual. So whenever you take your clinical diagnosis classes, typically there will be a manual with all of the diagnosis classes together. So whenever you get into them, you can just print off the entire manual, get it spiral bounded, and then you will have this thing throughout the remainder of your school. So I am reviewing some visceral diagnosis in preparation for the lab today. We're going over the heart and the abdomen, in addition to reviewing all the orthopedic tests that you have to know throughout the whole body. So big thing is we got the AMP conference coming up this weekend, so we got a little AMP social event going on tonight down in Buckhead, so got to get ready for that, and got a lot of work to get done before that, so let's do it. Bag of coffee. What's up, guys? So we just finished up with the AMP conference. It was really amazing, and why I love coming to these conferences for is because it gives me that energy to let me know what it's going to take to make that deep level of impact in chiropractic. And one of the things that hit home for me, one of the speakers was talking about your limiting beliefs, right? And there's a lot of limiting beliefs that we all have. And one thing that I was thinking about for myself, and as well with you guys, is I get a lot of questions about school, right? How do you make it through school? What should I do in undergrad to help prepare me for chiropractic school? How do you manage your classes well? How can I study and get better grades and do better at school? And all these questions, and there's a lot of anxiety that we have as students when it pertains to school. And I've been there, and I still am battling with it, right? But one thing that has been a huge breakaway for me, and something that I've been striving to get better at, is to make school easy. Right? The number one thing that you can do right now to prepare yourself for chiropractic school and future success is to make school easy right now. Because one thing when he's talking about limiting beliefs is, I feel a lot of the time when we're so focused on the grades, when we're so focused on how difficult it all is, that it really keeps us there. Right, and it keeps us there because it takes more time and more energy and more focus on school and tests and exams and grades and all these things, when really what you really want to do is to be able to put all of that in a box to where we can expand yourself to have new opportunities to go to things like conferences like this, right? To really expand and grow yourself, because school is the preparation stage. School is a preparation stage right now while you're undergrad or while you're in high school, even chiropractic school. Chiropractic school is all preparation for your future success to fulfill your mission as a chiropractor. Right? School is a preparation stage. School is not going to inherently make you a great chiropractor. What's going to make you great is you. And you got to be able to stretch your abilities and stretch your boundaries to become that great person that you need to become to fulfill your true potential, whatever that looks like. And with that, there are what's called limiting beliefs that we constrain ourselves. Limiting beliefs like, oh, I don't have time to go to conferences. I don't have time to better myself. I don't have time to read books, exercise, eat right, better myself, better my public speaking skills, better my relationships, better my knowledge, better my business skills, right, etc., etc. I don't have time for all that stuff because I'm so busy with my schoolwork. But you see, that's a lie, because perhaps maybe it's not taking full responsibility for my work right now. Maybe what I need to do is to put that responsibility and say, you know what, I can do better. You know what, I can get more efficient with my studying. I can build better habits. I can get more organized. I can become more efficient. So that way I can expand myself to have new opportunities to better myself. So as I wrap up this vlog, I know I didn't get much footage or any footage at the conference, but I wanted to leave you guys with this note. To search and seek where there's limiting beliefs that you have that are constraining your growth, and you got to get past them. You just got to get past them, guys. And so let's start with school. Let's start there, because school is right there, smack dab in our face, right? And we have that anxiety about school. We have those questions about school. but we gotta see where those limiting beliefs are, and we gotta grow past them if we really truly wanna become our best selves. And so I wanna leave that open-ended to search for yourself and see, where do I have that anxiety with school? Where am I making school a bigger deal than what it actually is? Where am I not taking better responsibility in my life and evolving and growing and rising above the challenges that are currently on my plate? And how can I expand myself to handle more on my plate so I can make a deeper impact that's in the direction that I am called to lead in? I want to lead you guys with that, because what I want more than anything is for us to grow together. What I want more than anything is for you to reach your full potential. So I'll leave it on that, guys. I hope that we can continue to grow and better ourselves together, and continue moving forward on this journey. But all right, guys, it is a cold Sunday in Buckhead. This has been another week in the life. Be looking for more. I'll see you guys. Peace.